Mike Violet back here on Sports Radio 1160 WSKW. More of our pregame show this morning as the Thornton Academy Trojans get ready to take on the Portland Bulldogs for the Class A championship, joined by Thornton Academy coach Kevin Kezal on the pregame show. First of all, Coach, congratulations on making it to a state championship game.
Thank you, Mike.
Getting here, it's been an interesting year for you guys. 7-4, and in those four losses came as the result of 2-game losing streaks, something you guys usually don't do there in Saco.
Yeah, it's been a kind of a up and down season for us. Started really tough, and we kind of had a nice streak in the middle, and then, like you said, we lost 2 kind of late to Leavitt and Bedford, and since then we've played pretty good football. So, I give our kids credit. They've been very resilient. They've kind of seen the big picture and worked their way through our struggles. And, we're where we wanted to be. Maybe not the way we wanted to get there, but we're where we want to be.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the means is, different than you want it to be, but it's the ends that count. Let's go back to the beginning, Coach. The opening game of the season, all the way back 10 weeks ago on September 1st, you played these Portland Bulldogs, and they beat you 35-28. Obviously, going back to that game and seeing what you saw that night, what you've seen on film from them since, tell us maybe the differences in their teams that you've seen since, and what's the difference in your team now 10 weeks later?
Yeah, I think every team, they kind of evolve as the season goes along. You kind of figure out what your strengths and weaknesses are. And, their strengths that were week one are continuing to be their strengths now. They've got athletes all over the field. The Hunter Temple kid, Cordell Jones, McGowan. They're all really good skill kids. The tight end, the Viola kid's a very good skill kid. And, they're big and physical up front. So they can, they can hurt you a lot of ways. They can just really run the ball, like they did in the first game against us. They kind of really hurt us, run the ball right at us. But then they can also put these athletes in space, so it makes you defend the whole field. You just gotta play real style football against them. Defensively, they're very aggressive. They were aggressive early in the year. They continue to do that. They're going to challenge you every play. They're going to make you beat man coverage. They're going to bring a lot of pressure and different gaps and stuff. So you've got to really try to cover them up front, and then try to have your receivers just have a plan to get open. So it's they're good. They're really good. They're good across the board, and certainly when we played in week one, we said that team had a really good shot of beating this game, and certainly they've done that. It's a tough team. It's
been a seamless transition for them to move up to Class A from Class B, where, of course, they played in a state game last year.
Yeah. Certainly they, we scrimmaged them last year. They were a really good football team last year. So, it's not a surprise. They had a lot of kids coming back, and, Coach Green's done a great job coming in there, and done a really nice job, and they're a really good program.
Talking to Thornton Academy coach Kevin Kezal on the pregame show as his Trojans get ready to take on the Portland Bulldogs for the Class A championship today, with an 11 o'clock kickoff coming up on the score. Talk about your quarterback, Wyatt Bennett, coach, a junior, 6 feet, 165. What's he do for you?
Yeah, Wyatt. Wyatt's a really good dual threat quarterback for us. Last week against Bonnie Eagle, he ended up having a great game running, rushed for 180 yards in the game. Earlier in the year against Bonnie Eagle, he threw for 180 yards. So he can hurt you with his legs. He can certainly throw the ball really well, and he makes great decisions. He's got a great presence. He's very calm. He's a basketball player. Doesn't really ever get rattled. He's done a great job for us this year in all phases.
What's the one thing, as we close this down here, Coach, what's the one thing you need to absolutely do as far as your team is concerned in this game, and what's the one thing you've got to absolutely take away from Portland in order to win this game?
Yeah, I think for us, I think we just can't turn the ball over.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we played them, we turned the ball over, and we just can't afford that. Can't give them extra possessions. They're so good offensively, and I think the one thing we cannot do is prevent explosive plays as much as possible and make them earn everything. And once again, that was something in the first game. I think we gave up 5 explosive plays over 25 yards, and we just we got to keep the ball in front and make them drive the field and make them earn everything. Certainly easier said than done with the players they have on the field.
Thornton Academy head football coach Kevin Kezal, thank you very much for your time this morning, Coach. We greatly appreciate it. Good luck today against them Bulldogs.
Thanks, Mike.